Action.
Welcome to Inflation Cessation, featuring your host, Connor Skelton and Ethan Leonard.
Today we will converse with multiple people about inflation, what it is, some of the causes, and how inflation affects our economy.
You may know nothing about inflation right now, but after watching this video, you'll know everything about inflation.
We're back. Hello everyone. Right now we are with the one and only Chris Taranto. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much.
Welcome to Inflation Sensation.
Thank you, I'm glad to be here.
Let me remind you of the rules. If you get a question wrong, you're out.
Alright, here we go. What is inflation?
I think it's the general increase in prices of goods and services.
You're correct. Good job. The next question is a double question. What is deflation and what is stagflation?
Oh, I've heard of those terms before. Deflation is the general decrease in prices in goods and services. Stagflation is the stagnant economy, but the prices seem to be still rising.
You are doing great. 2 for 2. The next question will be a lot harder. What is the most recent rate of inflation?
I have absolutely no idea.
Connor, can you tell us the answer here?
Yes, the most recent rate of inflation is for the month of September 2013, and it was at 1.18%.
Thanks for coming, Chris.
Thanks, guys. It was a blast.
We'll be right back for a commercial break. Welcome back to Inflation Sensation. I want to welcome Hunter Milling to the stage. Hello, Hunter. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking.
Are you ready to answer some questions about inflation?
Yes, I'm going to blow your mind with what I know about inflation.
All right. Well, here's the first question. What are the effects of inflation?
The value of the dollar goes up, and as a result of inflation, therefore banks charge interest to deal with the effects of inflation.
That is correct. Good job. All right, here comes the second question. What are the causes of inflation?
Well, the 3 main causes are monetary expansion, demand pull, and cap cost push.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you knew that one. Ethan, can you please give us a description of those?
No.
Yes, I can. Demand pull is when the consumer demand for goods and services exceed the current supply, which will drive up the prices. Cost push is when the cost of production rises and businesses must raise their prices to cover the costs. And monetary expansion is when the government or treasury controls the amount of money flowing out of the government and into the pockets of the people.
All right, Hunter. This is a harder question. What is CPI and how is it used?
CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. It is a tool used to measure inflation. Employers commonly use CPI to adjust wages for inflation, but there are other uses like adjusting rents or child support.
You're really smart.
All right, Hunter. This is the hardest question
Yet.
ever on Inflation Sensation. How is the inflation rate calculated?
What was that? Can you ask that again?
Yes. How is the inflation rate calculated?
I have no idea.
Ethan, can you please inform us on the answer?
Yes, I can. It is the current year CPI value minus the past year CPI value divided by the past year CPI value times 100.
Oh wow, how could anyone memorize that?
Whoa!
Thank you, Hunter. Thanks for coming.
Security.
Who is that guy?
Please welcome Shelby Spooner to the stage. She is our final contestant.
Hello, everyone.
Shelby, are
Yes.
you ready to answer some questions about inflation?
I am.
Alrighty, so first question is, how are some people helped and others hurt by inflation?
Well, you see, debtors benefit by inflation. In inflation, the dollars decrease in value. So the debtor borrowed the dollars when they were worth a certain amount. But pays the debt with dollars that are worth less. People who save money are hurt because the dollars they saved will decrease in value due to the inflation. Creditors may be hurt because they are repaid with the dollars less valuable than those they lend out.
That is correct. Good job.
Yes, I know.
The next question is, how has inflation rates changed historically?
Well, the inflation rates fluctuated a lot during the 1940s, and since then they've become more stable.
Good job. You are 2 for 2. All right, here's the third question. What role does inflation play regarding the business cycle?
Well, inflation and the business cycle work hand in hand because inflation changes the value of the dollar. It affects the business cycle.
That's correct. 3 for 3. Good job. The next question is the hardest question we have. This question is how the U.S. ranks globally with other countries regarding inflation.
I have no clue.
Connor, can you please inform us on what the answer is?
Yes, I can. The U.S. is rated 162 out of 221 developing countries, with a rate of 3.1%.
Now that is off a list where number 1 has the highest inflation and the last number has the lowest, right?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on to Inflation Sensation. I hope you all had a good time.
This was our last interview. I hope you learned something new about inflation. This is Connor Skelton,
And Ethan Leonard
signing off.
for Inflation Sensation.
Good night.